4 days off, fully recharged and raring to go. So it's Monday, all starts again, and so what are the plans this week? Well, first of all, need to find my beard. Don't know where that's gone. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Let me know in the comments. So today's plan is, I've had breakfast, going on the dog walk in about an hour or so. Got 2 dogs to walk. And then go for a run before lunch. Maybe do some shots in the snow. Not 100% sure how many miles I'm going to do yet, because I'm just going to kind of play it by ear. The only other thing this weekend, yeah, our cat's missing. She went out on Friday morning and haven't seen her since. And because of the weather, you know, it's been -4, it's snowed. She's a white cat, so you know, really camouflaged. She's gone missing a couple of days before, but not, you know, it's Monday now. It's been so cold. I'm just hoping that she's around someone else's house, you know, tucked up on their sofa, been having salmon, you know, living the dream. But we've done the flyers, we've done the knocking on the doors, and we haven't heard anything at all. So, you know, we're a little bit worried now. You know, lovely cat, such a kind of sweet cat. She's white Mancoon, but quite a small one. She must have been kind of the run to the litter, because for a Mancoon, then they're quite big, but she's quite slim and quite small for her size. So just hoping, you know, that she's going to just turn up at the door like she does most days. But you know. So on the dog walk today, we've got Pepper. Hello, Pepper. We've got Chewy. Molly. Molly, you gonna say hello? No, too busy doing a wee. So the roads are a little bit slippery today. As you can see, quite icy here. But generally the roads are okay. So I'm pleased to come out today. Nice to get a bit of fresh air. Looks beautiful. And looking forward to the run later. Obviously taking, you know, 4 days off. Raring to go, so I'll definitely be putting on the trail shoes later and heading up to the local park just to do a, you know, gentle run. Can't remember, I don't actually know if I've run in snow before, but it looks like fun. Hopefully get some good shots. 4 days off, fully recharged and raring to go, but obviously I have to hold back because of the snow. But look where I get to run. Botley Mansions. Get to put my trail shoes on. Wild Hole 6s are amazing. As I say, I look forward to wearing them, almost get excited. So that's how I need to incorporate more in my training, is trail running. Yeah, running the mud, the slosh, the snow. Just feels fantastic. And also growing up as a teenager, used to love the cross country. So that's how I'm going to try and incorporate more this year. Today's run, just a gentle 5 miles, undulating. Just getting some miles on the board, testing my body, you know, not the normal 10 because it's a bit too slippery to do that on the roads, and I put the pace down and the distance down in below me because I thought, why not do the video here while I'm at this beautiful place. So anyway, let's roll on tomorrow. And so back out on the dog walk, we got Molly and we got Coco. And very slippery today. I was planning to go on a kind of 8 to 10 mile run later, but I've got my trail shoes on and it's just really, really icy. I was expecting most of the snow to have gone this morning because we were expecting rain, but I think it was like -2 last night. So the roads and paths are a bit treacherous. So I think I'll stick to a trail run today, put on the Wild Hole 6s, which I had fun in yesterday, and just go to my local park. Because I don't think it's worth, you know, risking it, you know, an injury, slipping over on the path, just to get a few more miles on the board. You know, if I go to the park, it's undulating, I'll be in the snow, so I'm working harder. So let's roll on the fun. Fantastic news, our poster's worked. Sushi, our cat, has been around an old lady's house in her flat. Apparently she's been going there since September, So I'm literally on my way to pick her up. So fantastic. I was so worried, but I kind of sort of knew, because once she went missing for a day or two and come back brushed. So I thought maybe she'd been going around someone else's house, so let's go and get her. So Sushi's back, decided to go and live with an old lady for 4 days. Luckily we put signs outside her house that someone actually noticed. But apparently she's been going there since September. Since September? Apparently the old lady had a fall in the garden and was locked out, and Sushi sat with her all night before the ambulance come. So that's kind of cute. But the woman's response was, so she's going to come back again, isn't she? Which, okay, fair enough. She's looked after her really well, but you can't go taking people's cats in. But you know, the main thing is she's safe and well, and I think she's grounded now. So run done, and I'm pleased to be back in one piece. The roads, or the paths, were treacherous, really slippery, even when I'm wearing the Wild Horse 6s, which I love, as you know. The run up to the park, Botley Mansions again, done 2 loops around there, very undulating, but very busy today. So up there is still quite a lot of snow, and then in places very muddy and very slippery. So kind of left the park and thought I'd do a couple of miles on the way back out of the park on the roads, but it was just too slippery and it's just dangerous. So I just called it at just over 4 miles. I've managed at 8:50 pace. But to be honest, it is actually quite hard work running the snow, so obviously it builds strength in your legs. Not as much fun as it was yesterday, probably because I wasn't videoing, and it was quite busy there today. But I think the temperature's going to start warming up now, so this could be the last of the snow. I think we've got some rain forecast, so can't win really, can we? So let's roll on tomorrow. So Loki's come to say hi. We've all got woken up early this morning. Sushi's back, 5:50, woke us up by coming into the bedroom, sitting next to my head, purring away, and just staring at me for probably about 10 minutes. So I kind of laid there. I think I kind of dozed off after about 10 minutes, and she kind of settled down, and then this one come in. So Loki come in, and you like to climb on our heads and just wake us up, don't you, and be generally noisy. So until one of us gets up, so I just kind of laid there, pretended I was asleep, yeah. And then Lisa got up and fed them. But by then I was awake, so I thought I'd come down and give them some cuddles, yeah. So it's great to have Sushi back. Admittedly, being woken up at 5:50 wasn't ideal, but maybe we could sort of have some sort of cat share with the old lady, where she has them at 11 o'clock at night and then drops them back at, I don't know, 8? Maybe that would work. Planning to do an 8 miler, just below 7-minute mile in, because feeling quite good today, my legs. So I'll put the old Zoom flies on again. I haven't worn them for some time, bright orange. Nowhere near as good as the Tempo Next Percents. So running at the pace that I was thinking of, you know, just below 7, got to about 4.5 miles and was just struggling. My heart rate was higher than it should have been. I was probably about 15 seconds a mile about where it should be for that given heart rate, if that makes any sense. So even running at sub 7, my heart said I was at kind of tempo pace, and then by the time I got to 4.5 miles, I was at my threshold pace. So I could have called it the 4.5, but I thought for kind of mental strength to push myself to keep on going at that pace, I kept it going till 10k, and I managed to, all the miles were within 1 or 2 seconds of each other. I managed that sub 7, which was planned, then walked for probably about a mile, and then just jogged home at 8:30 pace. So still not 100%. Gonna just play it by ear the rest of the week, and just see how I feel. Maybe I've got a bug, who knows. I don't think it's overtraining, so just have to see how it goes. Anyway, I've got to go and walk the dogs now, so let's go and walk them for an hour, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Why do I keep Molly on the lead? Well, she was a rehome dog. Don't know her backstory, but every time she sees a dog, squirrel, bird, she just goes crazy. So we don't think it's worth the risk of letting off the lead. So what's the plans today? Probably to go for a 4 or 5 mile run today, just keeping it nice and easy, because as I mentioned yesterday, my heart rate was elevated, which I've actually done a video this morning about that, because I think you need to listen to your heart rate. You know, if it's elevated at a slower pace, it could be a sign of, you know, fatigue, overtraining, etc. But I've got a video coming out soon which will explain more. So this week's just going to be a lower mileage week. I'm not 100% sure how many miles I'm going to end on, but I don't think it'll be 40 or 50, to be honest. I just think I'm just going to listen to my body, take it easy, and then be good to go, obviously, next week. So I'll speak to you after the run. Today, stuck to the plan today. Easy 4.5 miles at 7:43 pace, average heart rate 133. So today, just running on my heart rate, listening to my body, running at my MAF tone heart rate, which is anywhere between 134 up to 139, and could be down to 129 or below. So I think it's important to listen to your body. Yes, I could have done 10 today, but you know, my body told me yesterday that, you know, something wasn't right. So I think kind of going forward this week, just keep it low intensity, lower miles, and then hopefully good to go for next week. Strange old day today. Last night absolutely hammering it down, flooded everywhere. Was going to take you out on the dog walk, but it was chucking it down. And then as soon as I finished the dog walk, the sun came out. So out of my shorts and t-shirt today with my gloves on, which makes a nice change. Wearing the Pegasus 37s, and today just keeping it low intensity again. It was an undulating 4 miles, average heart rate 131, and just keeping it, I think it was 7:48 pace, because my body's still not 100%. I still think I must have some sort of bug, so I've just reduced my weekly mileage by 50%, just to 25 this week. We'll take Saturday and Sunday off, but the forecast is 100% snow, so probably perfect timing, because we all know that running in snow and ice isn't ideal, but it's something that we have to do if you want to, you know, maintain your mileage. But I'm just going to take them days off, just so I can be fully to go next week. I also wanted to thank you guys for your support, and supporting the channel and keeping me motivated, you know, at this difficult time, and especially with it being winter, because it is difficult to get out the door, and especially without any races. So thank you to you. Thank you to my channel members that have been supporting my channel for a couple of months now. I'll put a link to, or their names will scroll across the bottom of the screen. So thanks again. A few of them are YouTubers, so please show your support by following them on YouTube. And let's roll on next week. So let me know how you've got on in the comments. Has your week gone well? Have you got any virtual races? What's your plans? Let me know. And let's try and have some fun next week. Onwards and upwards, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.